I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by MHere09. Hi, MHere.
Hi.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on. I enjoy what you're able to do, and we're going to talk about the music you make in a bit. But if you could introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm MHere09. I'm a MHere-tuber.
I really, folks, we're going to have all of MHere's links that we could find up on the description for this interview. And you can check out what MHere's got going on. But to say that you're involved in some music stuff is a real understatement. You have quite a talent.
Yeah, I've been doing music for a while.
How long have you wanted to be in music? How early did you get started?
Well, I got started like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I was an extremely young child, I just pushed random buttons on buttons. I pushed random keys on a piano, and
yeah. From there,
but I didn't really. You go ahead.
No, you didn't really get fully into it until later.
Yeah, I want to say it was around August of 2020 when I started. When I started making music in a way that was good enough for me to upload anything. I started making music like a few months before that, but it was a complete mess.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, how did you get over your early start, and then start getting comfortable enough and that you can overcome showing it to other people and sharing your work?
Well, it was more just I wanted to upload it from the start, since I was kind of like the music I made before I started uploading, it was bad, but I kind of had extreme self-confidence back then, so I wanted to upload it.
Yeah.
But the audio software I use doesn't have an export feature.
Oh. That makes it pretty tough to do.
And it is also not that good of a software to do anything in.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where you can't show anybody because the program isn't going to let you show anybody.
Yep. I did record a song through OBS through it once.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to have to do that for every song and then convert it to MP3 and then upload it to while I do use YouTube now, at the time the only place I uploaded music was Newgrounds.
Are you still uploading it to other places besides your YouTube channel?
I do mainly upload it to YouTube. I also put it through DistroKid, which puts it like everywhere except SoundCloud and Newgrounds. I do not have it on SoundCloud because I don't want to deal with that. And I stopped uploading on Newgrounds a while back since my account got bonked for a year due to copyright issues.
Oops. Yeah. That there's always got to deal with that, I guess, in some ways. But
Yeah.
with what you're using as your instrument is everything that you're doing here, and we're going to hear some of your work here in a little bit. Is everything you're doing through the computer, and is it directly synthesized?
It it is all through the computer in piano rolls.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
have I have a MIDI instrument.
Uh-huh.
I don't use it.
Hmm.
Well, a MIDI controller. I have it. I do not use it
Hmm. Any particular
at all.
reason?
It doesn't work with LMMS.
Oh, I was expecting some big long story about why you don't use it. That maybe it offended you or something. But nope, just doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, you can put it in LMMS and you could play keys, but it won't save any of them.
Hmm.
It just plays the sound.
Well, geez. Yeah. Hey, when you're trying to get this thing going from scratch a little bit, I guess it is hard to make sure that you've got all software that works together. Is that been a problem for you since you started making music online?
Definitely.
Hmm.
Like, the first one that I started making actual music with was Beatbox,
Hmm.
which I later switched to other versions of Beatbox since Beatbox is open source and has 20 million modified versions.
Mm-hmm. Youch.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but little thing about Beatbox is you cannot import any VSTs or sound fonts or any sounds that are not already in it.
Oh. So there's no sampling.
There is no sampling.
Mm. Well, that kind of limits you a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also the way Beatbox functions is pretty limiting as well.
Mm.
It did help me like g- in some ways,
Hmm.
but it is overall not as good as stuff like FL Studio or Reaper or any of the big ones like that.
Yeah. But those aren't free source, are they?
No, no, no. The only, I mean, I I don't. I'm pretty sure they're not open source since
Mm.
like they cost money.
Hmm.
I Okay, I need to search this up. Is LMS open source? I think I heard this once, but I didn't confirm.
Hmm. I think for those on really tight budgets, it's okay to start on something. That I guess the problem is once you expand, you're going to have to sink some money into it.
Yeah. LMS is a free open source software.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that's something that folks can get involved in anyway. Do you read music, or do you figure things out by ear?
Um, I mean, I I can read music and I can figure stuff out by ear, but I rarely do either.
Oh, so how do you put together something that's in your head and have it out on the computer screen?
Uh, it's less when I make music, it's less I have something in my head that I write down.
Hmm.
It's more I think of it while I'm making it.
Oh, so you're kind of out there swinging, and if you hit something, you hit something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does make my songs a bit less consistent with quality, but it does work, and sometimes there's some good ones.
Well, we're going to be hearing one of them here in a little bit, so stay tuned, folks. You're going to want to hear what MHere has going on, because this is one very talented person. Is everything you're doing self-taught?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you read some manuals or something and their how-tos, but
Well, yeah.
yeah, but you didn't take like a whole bunch of classes at some school to learn how to do this.
No, I did not take classes for this. Like, yeah.
That's really wild, because the quality is way up there, and it tells me that once you get something like this going, you really work at it. Now, are you a perfectionist with your craft?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
You don't go back and keep tweaking whatever you just done?
Well, I do, like, pretty much always do a bit of tweaking.
Now it comes
like,
out.
The day after I do something.
The truth comes out.
So sometimes I make something, and okay, here's it's kind of a dilemma, since I have like two thought processes happening when I revise music that conflict. One of them is that I shouldn't change it because it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And the other is that I should change it to make it sound better. And whichever one it is it's just random.
You've got two wolves fighting inside of you. Whichever one wins at the time wins.
Yeah.
That's the perils of artism. If you're an artist, you're always going to have that fighting one way or the other, I suppose. We're going to play one of your compositions here. Could you tell us a little bit about how you came up with this? Was this one of those where you just started off with a concept and went from there, or were you just kind of noodling around and it came out of what you were doing?
Well, this one I actually made for a specific purpose. Two, actually.
Mm-hmm.
First, it was, it is a 4-part theme for a character in a role play.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Second, I wanted to experiment with some new guitar presets that I got. Well, figured out how to get.
Yeah, and you were able to do both of them in this particular piece. What is I see the letters for the title. How do you pronounce it?
Valier.
Okay, Valier. We're going to be hearing this right now from MHere on Eric Loy Interviews. Stay tuned. There you heard it from MHere, and we got to let folks know that Velir is kind of a working title for the song. You haven't come up with the exact title for it yet, but now that you've got this in the can, so to speak, and pretty much done, are you completely satisfied with it?
No. So, there are like, it is it is one of my better songs, I will say that.
Uh-huh.
But there are a few issues, such as the guitar that plays as soon as the song opens.
Mm-hmm.
It's I could I I kind of want to put a better guitar preset for that,
Mm.
since it's uh not the best, since it's like permanent vibrato
Oh, okay.
on a guitar.
Okay. So what?
Which
So when you say a preset, is that kind of like, um, you say permanent vibrato? Is that the preset that you have, or are there other ways to preset a particular instrument?
well, it depends on the instrument,
Huh.
since some instruments, the main ones I use are uh VSTs, which are virtual instruments that can be customized a lot, and then effects can further be added onto that.
Okay. Okay. So
But
you can modify the modifies.
yeah.
Mm.
But the one that I'm talking about that starts at the beginning, that is a sound font, which is basically just a sample,
Mm.
and the
We are
yeah
sampling a jet and an ambulance.
maybe edit this section out.
We're leaving this section in for everybody who needs a jet sound and an ambulance sound at the same time. If you've got a game developer out there who needs those, you can use those particular sounds.
The sample I'm talking about is a sound font, which is just a plain sample
Mm-hmm.
of an instrument, and the plain sample has vibrato in it that can't be removed.
Oh, okay. So it comes with the vibrato, and you can't alter it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rather
Do you
than
know what vibrato is?
well, I mean, I can't explain it, but if I hear it, I know what it is. Yeah, that type of thing. Um, but
The
it
waves.
yeah, the way. But if you what you're talking about is you can have a sample and then add vibrato to it, but you can't take a sample with vibrato and take the vibrato away from it.
Yeah, that, I mean, you could theoretically do that, but that's heckin' not the thing I do.
No, that's a
I'd have to put hours upon hours of research to be able to do stuff like that.
well, folks, it's a great work, and if you didn't check it out, uh, Amir's got so many other great things that are coming up as far as music wise goes. What do you want to do? What is the next big goal for you as far as music is concerned?
Uh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I mean, my first big goal would be to come back from hiatus,
Yeah, yeah.
since I've been making music, but I haven't uploaded any of it for like a few months, since
Hmm.
I've been busy with stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't want to deal with making the cover art for it.
Right, right. Yeah. And if when you do you have an idea where you'd like to maybe score something like some sort of video game or a virtual novel, that type of thing?
Uh, I don't know.
Hmm. You know, it's
I don't really have many plans. I just do stuff.
it's awfully good stuff.
I I kind of wanna. Well, I've kind of wanted for the past 4 years to make a game, but I've tried 5 times, and every time I make it for a week and then stop.
Yeah. It just gets just you just don't get the momentum going on something like that. Now,
Yeah.
since you are a musician working with this type of stuff, if you hear some other you say you've got another game up or some sort of something going on the computer, and you hear somebody else's music, do you immediately start projecting onto that what you would do with it, or you do criticize it? Does it affect how you enjoy something while you're listening to it?
Well, usually I don't. God, I'm speaking so slow right now.
No worries.
Usually I don't. Like. God, what's the word?
Criticize?
Not criticize, like analyze. I usually don't overanalyze songs whenever I hear them.
Mm-hmm.
That really only happens if a song it has specific stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I know is like not really that good to do musically.
Yeah.
But I usually don't talk about it or anything.
Mm.
The only times I have is with people who've asked me to review their music, and one person who like they had a kind of decent song, and I really wanted to remix it, so I did.
Mm-hmm. And did they find out about it?
Oh yeah, I had to ask them to see if it was okay, since they were pretty small.
Yeah. And what did they think?
I don't think they saw it.
Oh. Well,
I asked them if I could do it, and they were like, "Yeah, sure, just credit me." And that was the last interaction we had.
well, that was easy enough. Just asking, you get the yes. So have you got plans to come back here in the near future?
Yeah, I do. I do want to release more music soon.
Mm-hmm.
The only issues are, one, I have to make the cover art, which sure it takes me 5 minutes, but it's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I have been pretty busy as of late.
Mm-hmm.
And third, I've been trying to perfect one song for the past 4 months. Actually, 8. No, not 8. 5 now.
Oh my gosh.
I think.
The
The thing is, I can't find a vocalist.
Oh.
I need a vocalist. I can't find any.
Oh my gosh. Well, I tell you what, if you take a look back at some of the interviews we've done, there's some awfully fine vocalists in there, and maybe one or two of them would want to help you out on something like that.
Yeah, there is one person who's supposed to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they forgot about it,
Oh.
and I just haven't really gotten the courage to bother them about it yet.
Well, the thing is, since I was in radio for so long and bothered so many people, I literally have no shame in asking people to come on. You lose that shame with experience, so that'll come in the future. But I really do expect some really great things coming from you, even more in the future. We're going to keep an eye on what you've got going on, MHere. And for folks who want to check out what MHere's got going, we'll have all the links we could find in the description for this video. Thank you so much for coming on, MHere. Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.